Good morning, guys. Forex Funnel here. Today I'll be teaching you guys a brand new strategy. It's called the double top / double bottom reversal strategy. We'll be using this strategy to trade and place trades based on data and reversals of the market, and this will include support and resistance levels, or I would say call them OTZ zones, which are just zones where you are able to trade from or have an opportunity to trade from. OTZ stands for optimal trading zone. So that's the first thing we have to do, guys, is drop a zone. So as we can see that price, this is a strong area of support. We can see this because price has failed to break past this level, because when it came back to this area it found support. So even though we are in a downtrend, price failed to make a lower low according to structure and market trend, but we can see that price just created another low and then pushed away and moved away. So we can see that we are in a downtrend. That is condition number one for the strategy. You have to identify market structure and market trend. So we can see that we are in a downtrend and a seller's market, a bearish market, because we can see price is making lower lows and lower highs, and price is also on a downtrend, as we can see that price is moving from the top left to the bottom right. So the next thing, price needs to be below the EMA or have crossed the EMA, and when price has crossed the EMA it needs to make the first bottom. So once price has crossed the EMA it needs to form the first bottom. So we will push the market around and we will see what happens. So right there, price has created the first bottom. So what you want to do in this area is you want to draw up a box. You want to draw up a box from the bottom of the candle, the bottom of the wick, to the body of the candle, these two candles. So that's what we want to draw up when price has created the first bottom, because we want price to come back to this area, because this will be the termination zone for the second bottom. Price needs to close either inside this box. Price needs to either touch this box with a wick, or price can have a wick that goes right through the box, but the body of the candle closes either inside or above the box. We cannot have a candle closing below this box. That will signify price continuing in its downtrend. But let's push the market forward and see. So right there we had price that pushed all the way into the box, but we still have price closed above the box. So our entry will be the first green candle after price has made contact with this box. So you want to place a trade right after the green candle and have a stop loss. I normally put it just below the low of either my second bottom or first bottom, and I would have a 1:1.4 risk reward ratio. This risk reward ratio has worked for me so well because it has a chance of getting smashed more than 50% of the time. So right after we have the first bottom, we wait for the second bottom to test that area, and we want to enter after the first green candle. So let's push the market forward, and price needs to be below the EMA or have crossed the EMA. As you can see, price in fact that's hit our TP. Right, guys, I have found another example or another market US30 to demonstrate the same strategy, just to show that it does work not only in stocks, crypto, but it works for all type of markets. So the first thing to identify is the level of support that price might actually bounce off from. So that is going to only happen, and we'll only identify those levels based on prehistoric data. So you have to go all the way far left. Historic data shows us that this area right here that I've just drawn up is a very strong level of support, because this area has pushed price all the way up and it hasn't come down to this area. So that means every time price comes to this area, it's most likely to find support. That's what it means, and that's what the chart is telling us. So you would have to go back if you can't find a level, but this will be the level price has to use to bounce off. So let's push the market forward. As we can see, so right there, price has created the first low and pushing back into this area of support. So this is a demand level, because right here this was a fake out if you were going to think that price was going to continue downwards based off market structure, but this was a huge area and it's also a demand level. This is a demand zone for when price gets to this area, it's most likely to find support. So what we want next is to draw our box, and our box needs to be from the bottom of the candles to the bottom of the wick. We also need to be below the EMA, and we need price to have crossed the EMA. So those two conditions have met. Right now we need price to come back to this termination zone, and price needs to either touch this box, close inside this box, have a huge wick that's either inside or passes through, but price still closes above this box. So that's what we're looking for. So let's push market forward. Right there. So entry would be after the first green candle, after price has made contact with the box. I'll put stop losses below this area since it is a demand level, and price is most likely to just bounce off there and completely reverse. So let's move the market forward. So you can see price smashed our TP. So as you can see, we have a whole reversal. Price will be changing and reversing completely now, changing structure and market structure. So look at that. What did I tell you guys? Price completely reversed from that double bottom plus the confluence of this demand zone. Like, she could have had a nice setup right there. So this works on most markets and even in lower time frames. Now the next thing is that this is a strong area of resistance, and this will be the area price needs to break above to change structure and the market trend. So let's push the market forward. As we can see, price in fact just broke above that level. If we have to drop the level, price has just smashed it. This will be the level price has just broken through. So that means we are in a uptrend right now. It means that we have a change in structure and a change in market trend. So that was the area price just broke out, and this is a new trend starting and a new market structure. So we will have price making higher highs and higher lows. So what we're looking for next is a double top because we are in a change of structure and a change in trend. So let's move the market forward. Right there, it's the top, the first top, because price is above the EMA and price has created this first top. And what we do is we get a box and we draw the box based on the highest point the price pushed and the body of the candles, or a body of the candles if they are not the same height or same top size. So what we want right now is we're waiting for price to push back into this double top, and we need price to either touch this box, close inside this box, or have like a huge wick with price either closing inside the box or below the box. So it's exactly the opposite for the double bottom. So let's push price forward. Right there. Some of you would have probably got faked out based on this top right here, but we want at least 10 candles across. So take your measurement tool, you at least want about 10 candles across. You know, you don't want more than 10 candles. So you would have got if you entered here, it would be fine because your stop loss would have been above this area. But you should wait for at least about 5 to 10 candles to form the second top, and that goes the same for the double bottom. So my entry would be right there, price, my stop loss would be above my zone, and I would have a 1.4 to 1 risk to reward ratio. So let's push the market forward. As you can see, it did take a while, but in fact price did smash out TP right here. So that's the double top and double bottom. Remember guys, you guys have to draw out these structures, and you guys have to draw out these levels as well, because they do form at these levels of resistance and levels of support, and it's important you guys can identify those levels